Hi, Debbie. Mike Simic.
My name is Milan Stojadinovic. Richard Caesar.
Okay, and these three gentlemen know a lot about languages and the connections between them. What were you telling me before about the connection to the different languages, Romanian, Serbian, all of those?
Well, I was just mentioning the fact that there's about 40, according to linguists, there's about 40% of Slavic words in Romanian language. Even though it's a Latin-based language like the rest of the Romance language. But they have adapted so many words, and not only from Slavic languages, but also from Hungarian.
The Hungarian languages, as well as the Finnish language, are actually rooted in Asia, so they're connected to the Mongolian tribes that moved from Asia to Europe.
So Hungarian and Finnish both are related to Mongolian?
Yes.
Well, that's in languages. Now, you speak Serbian, right?
Yes, I do speak Serbian language, which is one of the Slavic languages. And of course, the big ones are Russians and Ukrainians and Bulgarian, Polish, and Macedonian, and Bulgarians.
Those are the Slavic languages.
And Belarusians, including Belarusian.
Okay. And what exactly is that?
The White Russian, so-called White Russian. That is slightly different from the standard Russian and also different from Ukrainian. And then there is Ruthenian, which we didn't mention because the Ruthenians never had their own territory. All the other nationalities mentioned have their own national territories, but the Ruthenians never had that. They live in Slovakia, in Poland, in Russia, in Romania, and some of them in northern Serbia.
And is Ruthenian what I would consider Rusin? Is that the same thing?
That's the Rusin. They call themselves Rusini. And in Serbia, there's about 22,000 of them that were there for about 250 years or so since they moved down there. They were relocated there, including the Slovaks from Slovakia during the reign of the Empress Maria Theresa. There was a big hunger in that region, and they moved them to these parts of northern Serbia once they kicked the Turks across the river Danube and Sava River. Then those people were there and settled there, and after 270 or 80 years they're still there, and there's about 60,000 of Slovaks. But the Ruthenians or Rusini, it's much smaller number, probably under 20,000 now. But they keep in their own little communities, and they preserve their culture, art, costumes, and they have their programs on TV, radio, they have their own schools, and so each of these nationalities in northern Serbia, and there were some Germans and about 450,000 Hungarians, so it's a these 2.5 or so, 2.8 million people in the northern part of Serbia, called autonomous region of Vojvodina. There is about 18 different nationalities.
Really?
Some of them are like symbolic, maybe 50 or 60, but like Czechs, for instance, they're a very small number. Slovaks are about 60,000. And other nationalities, very few Germans left because most of them emigrated to Germany or to the United States. There is a big community right here in Cleveland, the Donau Schwaben, the Danube Swabians,
right,
and the Saxons. The Saxons that they have their communities and their churches, and they have the union and places and churches where they go, and